Szady, and I'm here at Excel Sports Boulder. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about installation of a Campagnolo 11-speed chain on an EPS group. Let's take a look at the tool that we're going to be using today. This is the Campagnolo UTCN300. It's your standard chain tool with a couple of different features specifically for the 11-speed chains. This is a link clamping device that is used once the chain is inserted. And then also we have here the peening bar that is going to be utilized. Then you have your standard drive pin here as well. Next, let's decide on the correct length for your chain. We're going to start by routing the chain through the front derailleur and then around the smallest chain ring up front. Then this back portion of the chain is going to go around the smallest cog in the back and then through the rear derailleur. Now facing forward is the open link in the chain, and then we're going to go ahead and determine the correct inner link to match it up to. I'm now lined up on what is going to be the proper inner link to go ahead and size the chain. Another way to make sure that this is correct, Campagnolo wants the distance between the chain coming around the chain wheel here and then the chain going out to be between 8 and 15 millimeters. So basically what this gives you is a bit of tension on the derailleur when it is set up in this position. We have our inner link marked and the pin that needs to be removed. We're going to go ahead and set the chain into the tool, lining up the pin that needs to be removed with the drive pin. The chain now has to be pressed down into the tool, and you need to make sure that the drive pin is going to line up with that pin that we're driving out. Again, we're doing this from the inside. Another thing that we're going to do is make sure that the peening bar is out of the way because we're driving the pin all the way straight through. And we can insert the link clamping device, which just is a bit of a guide to make sure that we do have this chain all the way down and properly inserted into the tool. Then from there, we're just going to rotate this counterclockwise and drive the pin out. Now that we have our proper chain size determined, let's go ahead and put the chain together. The outer link goes over the inner link. The outer link was the one that was forward. We're putting it through there and then inserting the chain pin from the inside. Once that has been placed, we need to fit the chain tool. To ensure that we have the chain installed properly into the tool where it's going to line up with the drive pin, we go ahead and insert the link clamping device. We're going to push that all the way in and make sure that it engages and goes over the link and makes contact here. The pin is now ready to drive through. Right at the very end, when you're pushing the pin through, you're going to encounter a little bit of resistance once it starts to enter the outer side of the outer link. You'll actually feel that resistance, and right after that, if you keep turning, there's going to be a little moment where it gets easy and you actually feel the pin seat. The pin has been fully installed. We just have to get the guide portion of the pin off. Using the bottom of the tool, there's a hole that fits right like this over that guide pin. You can simply twist. With the guide pin now broken off, it leaves this little flange that is protruding towards the outside. This is the portion that actually we're going to be peening, and it's going to hold this link together. To complete the peening portion of this installation, we insert the chain into the tool with the handle facing out. We're going to be peening with the drive pin. But now we're finally going to use the peening bar. We're going to flip this down so that the backing is on the inside of the chain. We will again insert the chain link guide. Make sure it's fully engaged. Now we're ready to peen. Once you make contact with the pin, the point is going to hit that little flare. Once you have contact, it's going to take about 1/2 to 3/4 of a turn to go ahead and fully peen. Once it starts getting pretty tough and that point has gone in, that should be plenty. Now you just back it off. And you can inspect and see how that part has flared. At this point, it's a good idea to go ahead and check the link that we just dealt with. Make sure nothing is binding. Everything looks good. It appears that we're finished. Okay, now you're ready to get out and ride. If you have any questions concerning this video or any other technical questions, please contact us at shop@excelsports.com.